Hi, I'm Andrea Lilienfeld, owner of the K Grant Group. And with me today is Kelly Fitzmaurice, one of our team's top producers and one of the first realtors to join our dynamic team. Kelly and I both moved to Arizona about 10 years ago from out of state. And we have similar stories that I think a lot of our viewers are going to be very interested in and be able to relate to. So Kelly, when you were moving to Arizona, can you tell us a little bit about your thought process or how you even attacked the whole home search and where should you live?
Absolutely. So one of the biggest things for me was walkability. So I really wanted to make sure that I was going to be close to restaurants, close to shopping. And so I really kind of focused in on some communities that had the swimming pool, the concierge service, the underground parking, and even some of them with valet parking. So the first community I look at was Safari. Safari is about 77 units. It actually used to be a hotel. Did you know that?
No.
And it actually had a nightclub called the French Quarter, and it was in 1956 and ran through 1998.
Okay, that's a fact I have never heard before.
It's awesome. So I love the history of that. And I also love that it has such an intimate feel to that community because it only has 77 units. It does have 2 swimming pools as well. And it's really close to Toca Madera, Oceans 44, and Modern Market for dinner options.
Those are a couple of my favorite restaurants. So.
Absolutely, mine too. I think we've been to a couple together.
Yes.
One of the other communities, which I know you're familiar with as well, is the Scottsdale waterfront. Now this is ultimate high-rise living. It has 2 actual towers, has almost 200 units, and I think you and I both can agree that the rooftop pool is absolutely amazing.
I haven't been to any rooftop pools like it. You get total views around the entire valley, so you can see everything from Camelback to Papago. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
The city lights,
Everything.
love it.
Absolutely. And it's located right on the canal as well. And my thing that I loved about this one is the valet service. I love it, love it, love it. So that's a community with valet service. And I love that you could literally walk out your unit and be at Maple and Ash, Olive and Ivy, or Culinary Dropout as well. And then the third community, which is The Mark. And the cool thing about this one, which I think you love as well, is that you have Valley Ho hotels amenities. So you can order room service living at The Mark because it's literally across the street. So this is another one of my favorite communities. And the restaurants that I like to go to around The Mark is going to be like Craft 64, which is a lot of fun. I also like just going to the Valley Ho restaurant for a glass of wine. Did you even know that Natalie Wood got married there?
No. I'd love to see those photos.
And the Valley Ho Hotel opened up in 1956 as well.
Obviously, when Scottsdale was starting to blow up.
Right. So in 1956, we had some history. So I really looked at those factors for walkability. So those are a few of my favorite 3, especially when you're looking for luxury. How about you, Andrea? What were you looking for?
It's interesting. A lot of what you were looking for is the same thing that my now husband and I were. Number 1 for us was walkability. And more particular, we really wanted to be walking distance to Fashion Square. We were coming from the Midwest. Fashion Square was really all I knew about Old Town Scottsdale.
Me too. Fashion Square, every time I came to visit, was always about going to Fashion Square.
Exactly. And so I wanted to be where we could walk over there anytime and be able to walk to different restaurants and things. We came down with only 1 car with 2 of us.
Right.
So walkability had to be a thing for us. The other important thing for us was our ability to meet people.
Right.
I mean, I think you know as well as anyone, Jeff and I are very social people.
Absolutely, yes.
And we came here not knowing anyone. Mm-hmm. So how were we going to meet people was really important to us. As well as what amenities were being offered there in the community. Jeff traveled a lot for work. So it was important to me, did I have a place I could go to the gym or a restaurant I could go to, things like that, even by myself.
Right.
If it was just me. And the 4th thing that I really cared about was natural light.
Right.
He's originally from Michigan. I'm from Iowa. You're from the Midwest too.
Absolutely.
Natural light was a big thing. If I didn't want the natural light and the warmth, I could have stayed back there. But I wanted the sun and I wanted it as much as I could. Mm-hmm. So as we started looking, well, we looked at a few of the places you mentioned as well. We also looked at Sage was one of our first places.
I like Sage.
And Sage Condominium is still walking distance to everything, but the great thing is it's right on the green belt.
It is.
And so you can get out, you can walk, you can bike. They have a room that you can store your bike in there if you want to just explore. They have the heated pool, they have a wine cellar too. And one of the things I liked about them is it just had a homey feel to me. It's a little bit smaller, only about 120 units. And about 50 of those units even have private garages, which coming from the Midwest, I thought at that time it was necessary.
And you thought everything had a garage when you first got out here, right?
Exactly. And so it made it feel more like home, like I wasn't quite so far away from what I was used to. Sage is about a little less than a mile from Fashion Square. So you can walk to all those restaurants. But a couple of the big ones, I see a lot of the residents there, and where we thought that we would end up being regulars if we lived there was Postino's and Modern Market.
Yes.
I mean, their board and wine special they have at Postino's.
Absolutely.
Amazing. It's just right there. Ultimately, we ended up deciding that Optima Camel View was going to be our home, which you're very familiar with.
Absolutely.
As well. Optima Camel View, one of the big things for that is not only the walkability, but the ability to meet people. Because everything's right there. There's 700 units. Most of those units have more than one person living there. That gives you a lot of options to meet a friend.
And I love their restaurant there.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice. And you get to meet people that live right in that community because they have an on-site restaurant. They have on-site dry cleaning. Their gym is like state of the art. I didn't even need a gym membership, so let's save $80 there because I don't need it. I can just go downstairs. So ultimately, we decided that Optima Camel View was the fit for us. We lived there for 6 years and we still own property in there as an investment. While we were there, some of the restaurants we liked was not only the on-site restaurant, but Roaring Fork, which has one of the best happy hours in Old Town.
The best happy hour. You have to get there early.
Yes, it's almost like Disney World. If you're not there at 4 o'clock waiting for them to ring that bell, you're not going to get a table for
and
a
it's
while.
just open seating. You cannot make a reservation for a happy hour.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, those are all great options. And we are so excited to share our journey of the walkability, which is so key to our clients, and looking at the areas that they might be interested in. Please stay tuned or reach out to us for more information about walkability in Phoenix, Greater Phoenix area.